The bottom line is that we have finalized and we're working with one company to try to get our final, I guess, best deal from them. And I think it will be a real good deal from from a Galaxy perspective, not only in increased revenues but also service and better equipment. And the company has stated that they will help to modernize all of the laundry rooms within the Galaxy, and also the 37 other machines that are throughout the individual floors. So we're looking to get started with that rather quickly, and it probably should be done before December. Oh, we will have a new company in here and new machines for the homeowners.
This is a very heated issue. May I take 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I'd like to assure unit owners that we are taking in consideration all the previous problems and previous experience with the laundry operators, and the changes by U.S. governments in efficiency of the machines. We will attempt to modify existing laundry rooms on each floor, on upper floors, and the location of the washer may not be in the same location as we have it now. And then if we're talking about front-loading machines right now, and those front-loading machines will be installed on a 10-inch pedestal. So we're taking in consideration most of the concerns which I get personally from you, and right now we in the midst of the negotiations. We are very skillfully making modification to the contract where we very clearly specify what company is responsible for, and in case if they will not deliver, what remedies will be in place, etc., etc. So it's a very careful process, and I believe that it will be to everybody's satisfaction.
Well, another thing to point out that the technology has I guess hit the washing machine business, where we now have these machines that every single machine that will be brought in here will be of larger capacity, okay, will use less water and less electricity, and the cycles will be shorter, and they will be commercial machines. So it's not the machine that a unit owner uses at home and so forth, even though a front loader machine being used at home by a homeowner that goes out to Home Depot and buys one, it is not the same as a front loader machine being supplied for industrial purposes. I'd just like to say that. Yes, yeah.
Mr. Otero, we have, for the record and for the owners who are listening, a next BUD working session scheduled for October 14th with that laundry company. And then on the 16th, at your next board meeting, might be then the proper time to have them present during the open session, as you had suggested all along.
What we will do is we will approve them, and then once the company has agreed, in order to start, once we approve them, to start an educational process with the homeowners on how to use their machines. So we may do a little more than that. We may want to put them on TV, and we want to spread, because we do understand that there are many nannies here in the building that do laundry for homeowners, and these are the people that we want to get to so that they understand how to use the machines.
Okay.
So we will go out of our way to do it at certain hours. The company has even agreed to bring in people to walk around the rooms during the first, let's say, couple of weeks to educate, even on a personal basis. So, yes, Mike.
I just want to remind everybody that they, at one time, all the front loaders, all the machines were replaced by front loaders, and after a couple of months, people hated them and they had to be removed, and that's where you're going again, back to front loaders. And I've spoken to women in the building and men that do laundry. None of them like front loaders. They all want top loaders. This company you picked, I searched them out. They replaced a company, a building larger than ours in Manhattan. I found their blog. I have pages and pages of complaints.
Mike,
First day out,
Mike,
3 machines broken.
Mike, you will get your chance to speak on whether you're against or in favor of this when it's time to vote on a vendor. We're not
Well,
doing
I'm
that.
trying to avoid the vote, because we had a
Well, no, we
company here.
cannot avoid a vote,
We had a
Mike.
company here that everybody was happy with.
Yes.
And
Okay.
you
Well,
just
no, that
rejected
is,
it.
see,
Well,
the
this
people that you,
company,
wait,
there
hold
was a
on.
million
The
complaints
people that
about.
you speak to are not necessarily the people that I speak to, or Richard speaks to, or Thomas speaks to. So, when it comes time for you to vote, you will
Okay.
have your say, but today is not the day.
Okay.
Thank you. Thomas, no discussion on the washing machines, it's
Well,
done.
I was just wondering about that site. You didn't read down further
They did
down.
not read
All
down. I did not.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Can I just make a
No, you
comment?
did not.
Listen.
Can I make a comment? I've spoken to a number of residents, and a lot of them prefer top loading
are you
machines.
not, did I just not say that this is not the time for this discussion on this? When it's
Yeah.
time to
I'm not
vote
com-
on it.
I'm not complaining about the company. that
No,
we're-
no,
we're
but
talking
we're
about.
not discussing this now.
I'm just wanting everybody to be aware that some people prefer the top loaders.
That's
all I'm
fine, you know
saying.
what, when it's time to vote, you bring in your vote that if you want, you know, whatever
But
it is,
we're not gonna
but
vote
not,
on
we're
that.
not voting on this
But
now,
we're
we're
not
not
voting-
discussing
We're
it.
not voting on the company, we're voting we're voting on the company, not on the machines that we're gonna use.
Say one important thing. Since there's been comments made and scaring people against the front loaders, and they like the top loaders, you
That's not-
don't,
But,
you're
you
putting
know,
down.
Richard,
I'm just saying.
I wanna be fair to them. I do not want any more discussion on this
They
topic.
put,
When it
and
comes,
I have something very important to put out, that you have to take
Well, I
into
did too.
consideration.
Well, why do you get to
hold
talk?
on,
Wait a second.
Richard, please.
Point of order.
No discussion. No discussion on this. When it's time to discuss the pros and the cons of the different machines and the companies, we will do that.
But-
So end the
No,
conversation.
no, no.
End the
Now
conversation.
they're leaving bad vibes out.
No, that's okay.
Point of order.
When it's time to talk about this, we will each be able to point our pros and our cons on this. This is not the time. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Donna?